Which is better, renting or buying a house in Charleston, South Carolina? This is a controversial question considering how wild the Charleston housing market has been recently. You might think that buying a home isn't the best idea since mortgage rates have doubled in the past 2 years. And that means the cost of home ownership in Charleston is more expensive than ever before. However, on the flip side, renting might not be the best option since rents in Charleston, South Carolina have rapidly gone up along with inflation. That means it might be better to buy a house in Charleston now so you can lock in a mortgage and avoid paying higher and higher rents every year. We're going to dive into this massive decision and make sure to stick around so you don't end up throwing any of your money away. So let's get into it. Let's start with the most obvious advantage of owning a home: the freedom. You can do whatever you want with your home in Charleston. You can renovate it, knock down walls, add an additional bedroom or bathroom, add a patio, deck, a pool, and paint it whatever color you want. The caveat to this is if you're in a community with an HOA, you'll need to make sure that this is within their covenants and restrictions and approved by the association. Otherwise, if you own a home without an HOA, then you can do as you please. With renting, you can't really do much to change the look of your space aside from rearranging furniture. The next thing to consider is your time horizon in Charleston, South Carolina. Are you going to be in Charleston for the long haul or the short term? If you know you're going to stay put for at least 2 years, then buying might be a better option. Obviously, I recommend staying in your home in Charleston for as long as possible to get the most benefits from appreciation. Renting is good if you'll be in Charleston for the short term, and you can adapt quickly to changing life circumstances. You can move easily if you don't like the area. You can explore different neighborhoods and really get a feel for the city before committing to it. And when you do leave, you don't need to pay for closing costs. You can just pick up and leave. Now let's talk about appreciation. With owning a home, you can use the power of appreciation to build equity over time. The average rate of appreciation every year is 3 to 5%, and it's actually been appreciating more quickly in Charleston, South Carolina recently. So that equity is adding to your net worth every year, and you can use that equity in different ways. You can access those funds through a home equity line of credit, also known as a HELOC, and having that equity can increase your buying power for your next home. And as the saying goes, don't wait to buy real estate, buy real estate and wait. If you like that saying, please like the video because it helps me make more content like this for you. Now with renting, you don't have the chance to build equity. You're actually helping build your landlord's equity by paying rent every month. And I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like giving away free money. The next thing we'll compare is the cost of maintenance and repairs in Charleston, South Carolina. If you own a home, you're responsible for all the repairs, both major and minor. The roof, the HVAC, the hot water heater. If one of those goes out, you're responsible for that bill. And that can add up to significant expenses. Doesn't it always seem that repairs cost more than you anticipate? So make sure you have a cushion saved up for those repair expenses. However, one of the ways that you can cushion those expenses is by getting a home warranty when you purchase your home. You can add one to the contract for as little as $495, and you can even ask the seller to cover that cost. So, for a relatively small fee, your home warranty can cover repair costs and even replacements of major appliances within the first year. Plus, you have the option to renew that warranty if you'd like. And if you're renting, you don't need to worry about maintenance or repair costs. If the sink is leaking or the roof is leaking, you can call up the landlord or the property management company and they're going to send someone out there to take care of those things for you. Things like landscaping, pressure washing, and pest control are typically also included. An important point to mention though is depending on your landlord or your property management company, they may want to drag their feet when it comes to addressing those repair requests. I've had renters tell me that their AC went out in their apartment and the landlord waited multiple weeks to address that issue. And this was in the middle of a hot summer and she spent weeks sweating it out in her apartment. If you want to avoid sweating alone in your apartment, then hit that subscribe button because we're putting out more videos on how to live your best life in Charleston, South Carolina. And the next thing you'll need to consider is the opportunity cost of your money, especially when buying a home in Charleston, South Carolina. The initial costs of buying a house, including the down payment, are tied up in your home, and you could have potentially used that money to invest in another asset. If you're renting, you'll have more money freed up to invest in stocks, if that is your preferred method of investment, or you could take a trip to Morocco and do some soul searching. So you'll have to decide which is more important for you: buying stocks, traveling, or becoming a homeowner in Charleston. And the thing about being a homeowner in Charleston is you may feel more of a sense of belonging and community. You have more of a say on what happens in that community. With renting, you might have a common area, possibly an apartment pool or gym, but it just doesn't feel the same, you know what I mean? And if you are still thinking about buying a home in Charleston, South Carolina, remember this old saying: you make money when you buy, not when you sell. So when you buy your home, make sure you offer the right price based on comparable homes and don't overpay. Get a great realtor on your side to help you negotiate the price, the terms, and repairs needed. If you do need a realtor, whether it's in 9 weeks or 9 months, just give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. My name's Kristyn Garcia, and I'm with one of the top brokerages in Charleston, South Carolina. My information is in the description below, so just reach out and I'll make sure to get back to you. And if you're thinking of renting before you buy, still reach out because I'm helping renters for a limited time. And I know renting might help you get to know Charleston, South Carolina, and all the different suburbs. But I'm going to caution you here. Don't wait too long if you're planning to buy in the future. Don't try to play the market or anything like that, because like I said, home prices are increasing at an average rate of 3 to 5% every year across the US. And Charleston, South Carolina is a special case that is currently appreciating much more quickly since so many people are moving from larger cities and they're just coming here for the lifestyle and relative affordability. So make sure that increase is going into your pocket rather than your landlord's pocket. And click here to watch another video.